When you hear Ireland, what pops into your head? St. Patrick's Day, Guinness, leprechauns, pubs. In this video, I've gathered tips straight from the locals to help you make the most of your time in Ireland. Real stories, real places, and real prices to help you plan your trip. And it's all coming from someone who's been living here for 15 years. Okay guys, I'll start our journey in Galway. Galway city is small and very walkable. You could be walking through the city and suddenly think, wait, is that Charlie Chaplin sitting on the bench? But no, that Pádraig O'Conor, a legend of Irish language literature. He was born in Galway, wrote many short stories, and helped keep the Irish language alive.
From 4 until 18, which means there's 700,000 people that speak it to a conversational level. Why is there that big divide between fluent and conversational? It is taught absolutely horrifically in Irish schools. I've gone through it for 14 years. I'm allowed to say it. It's the kind of process where they're like, oh, just learn it off and spew the essay back on the page. There's no actually kind of breaking apart the language, showing you how to use it in your everyday life. And it's not really used anymore really in the big cities. When you go out to the Gaeltacht areas in Connemara, Donegal, Cork, Kerry, you'll hear a lot of it. In the city, barely anybody. As well, it was viewed, oh, the seagulls don't agree with me on that one, I think they're throwing a riot over there. But it's we're a dual language country here in Ireland. Every road sign you see will have English and Irish. Every government building you go into, they have to be able to provide you with an English and an Irish speaker. Where they throw you off is when you go out to the Gaeltacht, suddenly every road sign is only in Irish. And the Gaeltacht is a big tourist area. So I don't know, is it a big kind of prank, kind of going, oh, good luck finding your way home? I don't know about that now.
Basking is part of Galway's culture. People love music, the streets are full of life. I love visiting craft markets, but the one in Galway honestly blew me away.
I have a little workshop just outside the city on Tuam Road, and I have my day job, and then in the evenings I go home and I work away at this. It's a hobby got out of hand, to be honest. But I think even if you can't read the language, even if you don't understand what it's saying, I think it's actually very beautiful to read.
But if you're looking for a nice souvenir of Galway, I always recommend a Claddagh ring. If you're not into like I Heart Galway or keychains or magnets, it's always such a beautiful kind of subtle way of showing you are here. The hands represent friendship, the heart represents love, the crown represents loyalty. 3 most important things in a relationship according to Richard at the time. But the way you wear the ring is very important, and it's time for a live demonstration. Let's see. Crown facing downwards on this finger on this hand, you're single and you're ready to mingle, or you love yourself and that's the best way to be. Flip it around, crown facing upwards. You're in a relationship. Oh, your heart belongs to someone else. Aww. Change hands, crown facing downwards, you're engaged. And flip it around, crown facing upwards, you're married. Oh, congratulations. I like to say, wear it on whatever finger you want, just make sure it's facing the right way. I call it the Tinder of the 1700s. You go over and you be like, how are you? And then you go, oh, don't tell your husband about this one now, thanks a million. Thomas Dillon's, you can get the novelty of saying, I bought it in the oldest Claddagh jewellers in the world. So you can get it here. Down here in Tempo Antiques, the blue shop there, they have a lovely selection of both gold and silver antique Claddagh rings. Really beautiful selection. Just ask them, they keep them in behind the counter. There, or another place is called Blacoe Jewellers, Blacoe. If you're willing to kind of invest a bit into it and you love handmade jewellery, that is the place to go 100%.
Yes, that's why she was like, are there different sizes?
Yes, there is. ED stamped on the inside, just behind the heart and the crown.
I'm doing 2 silver Claddagh rings as well.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
that
size?
looks
Yes,
good.
a 5 and a 6.
4 and 9.
Right in the corner of Thomas Dillon's ring shop, there is a guy who is truly part of Galway's heart. He's the one who designed the tile artwork on the ground outside the restaurant next door, and he's also made the sign on the wall of that famous Claddagh ring shop.
Drawings here come from the Book of Kells. You've probably heard of that book, 7th century. This is like this. People call it ribbon work or knot work. Basically means longevity, you know. The path of life. No beginning, no end. Just continuity, basically. And they all mean movement of some kind or another, the elements. Like the Triskells, inside there. It's a Triskel.
Stories like this add a special touch to your visit and make Galway even more memorable.
Traditional Irish food, it depends on what region in Ireland you're in. In the west here, it's bacon and cabbage all the way through. They do that up in the skeff that I recommended. Well, I guess I recommended it after me giving out about Queen Victoria. But they do that on a Sunday mostly. They had it on the menu yesterday, so they'll have it today. Another kind of traditional Irish food is roast beef on a Sunday. So you can get that literally anywhere today because it's Sunday, I think. If all my days are kind of fusing into one. But you get that anywhere. They're the main things. Fish and chips, that's really kind of traditional Irish. You gotta try a Bailey's hot chocolate. Or you can get a Bailey's coffee too, but I love a Bailey's hot chocolate. It's just so good. You have to give that a go. The Iron Sweater Market. 3 stories of just iron sweaters. If you can't find what you're looking for in there, good luck, give up. But if you can and you're like, no, my suitcase is full, I have no room. Capitalism has a solution for everything, and it's called free international shipping. They'll ship it out ahead of you and it'll arrive when you get home.
Of course, people know Ireland for the cliffs of Moher. Massive cliffs, crazy views, and wind that nearly blows you over. But you can get lucky, like I did. It was sunny and beautiful day. From there, take the road to Burren. It's only about 15 kilometers from the cliffs of Moher. The Burren is a really unique landscape, kind of a rocky moon surface with cracks everywhere. You'll see rare wildflowers growing between the stones, ancient tombs, and cool cave systems. I bumped into some climbers here and ended up having a nice chat.
We climb up certain routes. There'll be like a guidebook which we follow, which was wrote up and developed from previous climbers from older generations. So, and each climb is a different grade and difficulty. So, kind of we picked a grade that is more suitable for our own personal ability, so we'll just pick somewhere to go and climb up. And
the ab rope, so a lot of these routes we have to ab down into, and so we set it up, ab in, and then we climb up from the...
Wow, and how long does it take?
That one took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It took like, actually don't know the time. I was leading it, so poor Isaac was freezing out. Yeah, but
and listen, what was the worst experience?
Probably just there where all my whole body was shaking. Yeah, that was definitely mind over matter. The climb is a nice fun, placing good gear, and then you come to like a hard section, so you want to play something good. Your body is tense, so parts will start shaking. And you just have to calm yourself. So the guys were on the ropes as well. They're like, breathe, it's fine. You move, and it's grand time. And then you laugh about it after. So,
Do not miss out on Connemara. Total distance around 180 kilometers. Drive in town about 6 hours. If you decide to take a loop, fuel up early. Connemara is honestly so beautiful. In my next video, I'll tell you about a route that you can do in a day or even 6 hours, where you'll get to see the best that Connemara has to offer. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot.